Hi, I'm Julie Bank, the CEO and President of the Pasadena Humane Society, and welcome to the first edition of Animals and Friends, a show about animals in our community and the people who love them. With me is my co-host, Lizzie. Lizzie is a 3-year-old terrier mix who's just waiting for the best home at the Pasadena Humane Society. Now, in this episode, we're going to learn a lot of things, from living in harmony with wildlife to how to teach your dog to sit, and you're going to get a special tour of our spay-neuter clinic called SNP. You're also going to see the faces and learn more about incredible animals that need homes of people just like you. So we're going to start off by tossing you right over to Kevin, who's going to show you one of the animals available for adoption.
Hi, I'm Kevin, and this is Gonzaga, a 9-year-old neutered male Chihuahua. Like most Chihuahuas, Gonzaga's a big personality in a small package. He, like a lot of Chihuahuas, is really good with other dogs, usually great with cats, and a really great apartment or condo pets. What we love about Chihuahuas is just that feistiness and that ability to make their presence known, but also to have the ability to be nice and relaxed as well.
Thank you, Kevin. That dog was a real cutie patootie. But what people don't realize is that we don't just work with dogs and cats. We also have almost 5,000 wild animals that come into our door and need lots of care. We have a whole wildlife department, and with me is Michelle Reyes, the head of the Pasadena Humane Society Wildlife Department. Welcome.
Hello.
So glad for you to be here. Tell us a little bit about what the Wildlife Department does and why it exists.
So yeah, like you said, we take in over 5,000 animals a year, and those animals being orphaned, sick, or injured wildlife. And we exist because it's just our way to give back to the ecosystem by rehabilitating sick or orphaned or injured wild animals and releasing them back out into the wild.
Awesome. Now we have a particular wild animal that has gained a lot of attention in our communities, and those are coyotes.
Yes.
So we wanted to spend some time talking about the coyote population. First of all, why are they here? Why do people say that there's more coyotes than ever?
Well, one, we live in the foothills, so we live right next to their habitat, and two, the drought and the warmer temperatures have just been bringing them into the urban areas more often. And yeah, so we're just basically seeing them because this used to be their home, and now we're living here.
Right, so should people be afraid of them? You know, what can they do to make sure that, since we're living in harmony with them, what can we all do to make sure that we are safe and that they're safe?
Yeah, definitely. So one, we should know that we shouldn't be scared of them. They're more scared of us than we are of them. And some very basic things that you can do to live in harmony with them is just making sure that we're not living in such close proximity with them if possible. So that could be securing your home and actively hazing them every time you see them. So securing your home, that could be just removing any food or shelter resources that might be available, and actively hazing, that's just reinforcing that we're scary for them. And so every time you see a coyote, just raise your arms, shout, stomp your feet. You can blow a whistle, very simple things like that, just to scare them off.
So if somebody out there sees a coyote in their community and feels like they need help, what are some of the things that the Pasadena Humane Society can do to offer them help?
So if it's a coyote that they are presently seeing, they can definitely call us, and we can try and walk them through how to actively haze that coyote. If it's a coyote that they maybe saw last night or the day before, and they just want to know, why is this coyote living in my backyard, you can definitely check the website. There's a lot of great information on there if they just want to do a quick read through. But then again, they can also call, and the wildlife staff, the wildlife department is manned 7 days a week, so someone can always answer their questions about that.
Right, and what if they see a sick or injured coyote and need help?
Definitely call us, because we will go out there and help that animal and bring them back into the Pasadena Humane Society.
Right, and the other thing that the field officers can do is can do home assessments as well,
yes,
right?
Yeah, so if that's another thing, if you feel that a coyote is living in your backyard, but you're really not sure, we can have an officer go out there just to look around and see maybe what are food sources that are, or shelter resources that are there, and kind of help you out with that situation.
Michelle, thank you so much for being here and for those amazing tips. And if you out there want more information about living with coyotes, you can come to our May Living with Coyotes workshop. Visit our website for more information about how you can register. Right now, though, I'd like to send you right back over to Kevin, and he's in our kitty room, where you're going to meet a real special little guy.
This handsome guy is Hero, a 2-year-old black domestic short-haired cat. He's one of the many amazing cats we have here available for adoption. This guy is just your typical 2-year-old cat. He's very, very playful. He gets along well with other cats, which is why we have him in the room here hanging out with a bunch of his friends. A moderate amount of exercise is always a good plan for any young cat, and this guy is no exception. He loves playing with toys, loves being active. Come on in, meet Hero or any of our many wonderful adoptable cats.
Okay, so how cute was that kitty? We have so many cats and dogs and other animals available for adoption, and we want to try to find all of them a great new family. Maybe that family is you. This is the time of the year, however, where we get way too many animals in the door, and we want to try to prevent the overpopulation of animals and of homelessness in our community. So what better way than to spay and neuter your pet? It's something everybody can do to make a difference and to be a responsible pet owner. The Pasadena Humane Society has programs to help you meet that goal. And right now I'd like to turn you over to Laurel, who's going to show you around our SNP clinic and tell you more about the importance of spay and neutering your pet.
Now we're here in our wellness clinic where we perform our spay and neuter surgeries, vaccinations, microchips, and other wellness services. One of the most important reasons to spay or neuter your pet is to reduce the chance of some cancers and also to reduce fear-based roaming and aggression. As you may know, pet overpopulation is a major problem here in this country. Here at the Pasadena Humane Society and SPCA, we are fighting this problem by offering low or no cost spay and neuter services. What you may not know is that pets can go into heat as young as 4 months of age. Dogs can have heat cycles twice per year, and cats can have heat cycles 2 or 3 times per year, which can amount to a lot of babies. So we do offer low-cost services here. In addition to our 11 service cities, we offer free spay and neuter services for pit bulls and chihuahuas. A lot of people might think that spaying and neutering your pet will change their personality, but that's simply not true. You might actually see a reduction in your male dog's aggression behaviors, which would be a positive side effect of the surgery. This surgery can be safely done as young as 2 months of age here at the Pasadena Humane Society and SPCA. And we do it that early because we believe that we want to reduce the chance of them getting pregnant as early as 4 months of age, because that is when the first heat cycle can begin. Ready to get your pet spayed or neutered? We're here to help you. Please visit us at pasadenahumane.org/SNP.
Thank you, Laurel, for bringing us great tips and information about why you should spay and neuter your pet. And right now, I'd like to toss this over to Kevin in our critter house, where he's going to show you and introduce you to an amazing little hamster that we have available for adoption.
Well, this little guy is one of my favorite hamsters in the world. This is Bucknell, little bison. He is one of the many pocket pets that we have available for adoption. Pocket pets are named that accordingly. I mean, they're small enough to fit in your pocket, but hamsters are adorable and cute little personalities as well. They give you a really great experience, and they give you a lot of love. They're probably, I don't know, they're just really friendly little guys that we love and are just sweethearts.
Kennel stress is definitely something that we see Very often here, especially with some of our longer residents that have been here a few weeks or even a few months, you can see their behavior deteriorate the longer they're in the kennel, especially with a dog that is super people social. You know, they want to be around people 24/7, and a lot of these dogs, if they're lucky, they maybe get to hang out with a volunteer or a member of staff for half an hour to an hour every day. Other than that, they're just in the kennel watching everybody walk by, watching other dogs get out while they have to remain in there. So we really encourage volunteers and, you know, us as staff too, to try and get each dog out every day. The walk definitely makes the dog feel more like a dog, if that makes sense. It makes them feel like, you know, they have something to live for, they have something to look forward to. I can't say enough about our volunteers. I mean, we have volunteers that they get here at 9 in the morning and they leave after I do, and they're just going down the list, walking every dog, getting them out, spending some quality time with them. And it's so great to see people that have this level of compassion. That's something you can never stop thanking them for. It makes me feel very good. I definitely get emotional when I talk about dogs because, you know, seeing them every day it makes me feel good when, you know, I see them going out for a walk and they're all excited, and then they come back and you just see this look of satisfaction on their face. Like, for that moment, you know, I hope it makes them feel like, you know, they're not a shelter dog, that, you know, they're a real dog that has people that care about them and deserves just as much as any dog that's in a home.
So we could see a real difference in the animals when they come back from that great walk that our volunteers have given these animals. Our volunteers are important and special in helping us make a difference in the lives of animals. So if you're a volunteer and you're watching, thank you so much for all that you do. Animal behavior and teaching your dog manners is a great way to have your dog be a good citizen in the community. And the first step is teaching your dog how to sit. So I'm going to turn this over to Jessica, who's going to give us some real great information about teaching your dog to sit.
Hi, my name is Jessica Powell. I'm a behavior and training specialist here at the Pasadena Humane Society. This is Lexi, and she's going to be helping me teach you how to teach your dog how to sit. So in the beginning, since we use reward-based training here at the Humane Society, I'm going to use what's known as a food lure. That's just going to help motivate Lexi to move into the behavior without me saying the word at first. I'm not going to say that sit cue just yet, because if she doesn't understand it, it's pointless, and then if I don't get a successful response, she could start to ignore it, and I want it to have a lot of meaning. So I'm just going to hold it here at her nose, and very slowly, keeping it into her body, move up and over. Yes. When that bottom touches the ground, I'm going to communicate with her that she did the right thing by saying yes. That's known as a marker word. And then give her the treat. So treat here at the nose, up and over, yes. And you can see she was a little bit quicker this time. So we're getting a nice quick response. And over time, I can start to randomize those food rewards and use things like life rewards, such as the food bowl or clipping on the leash, saying hi to her favorite friend. Lexi, sit. Oh, what a good girl. Praise and pets is always a good way of rewarding your dog too. And that's how you teach your dog to sit.
Jessica, thanks so much for that great tip. I'm going to go home tonight and teach my own dog how to sit. And if you need some extra support, consider calling our behavior helpline. The number's right there on the screen. It can give you more information about different behavior issues that you might have and how you can address them. So now I'd like to turn us over again to Kevin. He's back in the critter house, and he's going to introduce you to one of our great bunnies that we have available for adoption.
So this little guy is Crumbles. He's an adult male rabbit. Like many other rabbits here at the shelter, he gets to come out to our little socialization play area, where we provide lots of really cool treats for him. Rabbits are great little personalities, and they make great pets. They're very inquisitive and love to go around and explore their environment. For that reason, you should make sure to rabbit-proof your house. Keep all of your cords tucked away. Make sure you're keeping an eye on your rabbit when he's out and about, so he's not chewing up your baseboard and that kind of thing. And providing lots of really fun things for the rabbit to do. Rabbits are great pets. It's very quiet and a lot of fun.
So the Pasadena Humane Society is extremely committed to helping you learn about being a responsible pet owner. We have a variety of programs available for young children to adults to families as a whole. And we have made them available for you to learn everything that you can about animals and animals in the community. So I'd like to share with you some of the upcoming events that we have for the month of May, starting with our Pet Parent 101. This is a great workshop for somebody who's thinking about getting a pet or has just gotten a pet and has some questions. That's going to be held on Saturday, May 13th from 2:30 to 3:30 p.m. at the Pasadena Humane Society. This workshop is free, you don't have to RSVP, and families are welcome, but please leave your pets at home. The second fun thing is our Animal Adventures series. Once a month, we have a kids program where kids can interact with animals and learn everything that they need to know. Our May event is about being a responsible pet guardian. That's going to be held on Saturday, May 27th from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And that's for kids ages 6 through 9. And you can register at our website at pasadenahumane.org/kids. At that same site, you can see other programs and information that we have available for kids. One of those programs, though, is our Summer Critter Camp for kids ages 9 to 12. There's 5 different sessions, and it is a fun-filled week where children interact with all different types of animals, learn how an animal shelter works, and really just kind of helps and gets involved and really feels like they're making a difference. Again, for that, you can register at our website. And if you don't want to come to a class to learn, but you still want to make a difference, we have that great event that we've had each year called the San Marino Motor Classic. You can come and look at old classic cars, see animals that are available for adoption, and just interact with everybody who cares about animals in a great park on a great day. Lizzie and I would like to thank you for watching our first episode of Animals and Friends. We do hope that you learned a lot and that you'll continue to watch each month. You can learn more about the Pasadena Humane Society and all the programs we spoke to you today at pasadenahumane.org or check us out on social media.